of Mr. Brody Lee, bringing this young man into the Dark Order, calling himself the Dark Angel of the Dark Order, Allen 5 Angels. And look at the face. You can tell he's ready.
Well, this is everything from this kid to gain. Everything.
Oh, Angels.
Drop kick in the corner. Quick start.
Go after him. That's what you got to do, guys. That's what you got to do.
A year and a half later, Allen Angels and Kenny Omega squaring off once again, just a few days removed from Full Gear, live on pay-per-view. Saturday, November 13th, Omega will defend his AEW World Championship against Hangman Adam Page and so much more. And you can order the event right now on Bleacher Report. Kenny Omega ripping the chest of Angels with those chops.
Well, look how aggressive the world champion is.
Well, I tell you, he has a good memory, does Kenny Omega.
Yeah, he does. That's a good point, JR.
And he's got to build momentum tonight and any subsequent night between now and Full Gear.
And Omega knows just how close Allen Angels and the rest of the Dark Order are with Hangman Adam Page. And Omega using this as an opportunity, perhaps to send a message to Hangman Adam Page, his challenger, Saturday, November 13th at Full Gear.
I almost knew you were going to say that, send a message. I almost knew it. Omega has got great confidence, and rightfully so. He's got a 21-3-1 record in singles competition in AEW. That's pretty damn good.
Omega, the Irish whip into the ropes. Angels rolled out of it. Goes for the trip. Omega avoids contact. Angels leg lariat.
Well, this ought to be a great one. Here we go, cover.
And the TBS Championship Tournament continues tonight. Anna Jay and Jamie Hayter in the first round. And the AEW debuts of Samurai Del Sol and Aerostar as they challenge FTR for the AAA Tag Team Championship. Still to come, we will have an announcement about the AEW World Championship Eliminator Tournament, who Orange Cassidy will face in the semifinal round. Shots to the midsection. Angels swing and a miss.
And we'll find out who the Inner Circle will face at Full Gear. That'll be still to come as well.
And Full Gear is getting loaded. Certainly coming up next as well. CM Punk's got some things he wants to talk about.
Omega coming over the top with the Kotaro Crusher, driving Angels face first into the mat. Oh, just a punt to the ribs by Omega. It was a brutal yet effective kick by Omega. He could come away with the victory.
You know, I don't think we say this enough about Kenny because we talk about his attitude and his alliance with the Elites, the Super Click Don Callis, but he is so technically, fundamentally sound. It's amazing when you watch him. Everything he does on point, and that is why he's the world champion. Of course, Don Callis had a big play in that as well.
Omega, the legs crossed, drives Angels down into the knee.
Well, that's a brutal version of an atomic drop in principle.
Well, now Angels against the ropes. Omega.
I think Omega's enjoying this. Look at the smile on his face. For a year and a half, people have said, hey, Angels almost beat him. Angels hung with him. And Kenny now enjoying the onslaught. Well, watch out.
Oh, the V-trigger avoided by Angels, too.
The hand was coming down by Rick Knox. It was that close to the world champion losing.
Angels, the Gamengiri staggers Omega back towards center. Omega charges through the ropes, spills to the outside. Allen Angels. Tope suicide of the spine of Omega, driven into the barricade.
Maybe this kid's got the world champ's number.
It seems that way, Tony. It really does. You're talking about they just don't oil and water type thing.
Right, exactly. Sometimes there's one guy, right, that has your number. One guy who wrestles against you just have trouble with. And maybe this is the one for Kenny Omega.
And what would that do to Kenny Omega psychologically just a few days removed from his world championship match with Hangman Adam Page at Full Gear?
Well, that's the question, isn't it?
Omega sending Allen Angels chest first into that ring apron and then the chop. Angels puts on the brakes, comes around with a kick to the face.
That's a creative little audible.
It really is.
And now Angels.
Look at that moonsault, buddy.
Off the middle turnbuckle.
Momentum's in the corner of Allen Angels.
And he's
going to realize it, capitalize on it immediately.
He's moving with urgency, JR. Angels up to the top. Dive and cross body. The far leg is hooked. hooked. No!
Omega's breathing heavily through his mouth. Maybe a sign that he's fatiguing, believe it or not.
So close to getting a victory. Look at this.
Alan Angels doing a good job of using his high-flying offense to keep Kenny Omega fighting off the back foot, so to speak. And now, now Angels ascending to the top once again.
Well, proving that he is no fluke.
Oh, knees up.
Yeah, man.
The champion saw that one coming, was able to make an adjustment, not just any adjustment, but one that will take the air out of his adversary and giving Omega a moment of respite
for a year
to regroup.
That's right. For a year and a half, fans wanted to see this, wanted to see if Alan Angels was no fluke, and he has proved it here. But right now, Kenny Omega's taking the measure of him.
Omega sits out. 2. No!
There you go. Again, getting out of that. Look at the eyes of the champion.
Yeah, Kenny is very frustrated. This is not the match that he probably thinks he needed or wanted.
Omega may be having flashbacks to 18 months ago. The double underhook. Angels drops down. He knows what's coming. Omega tries again.
Great job. Great job by Angels. Getting down to one knee, Excalibur.
Certainly is, but Omega abandons ship and then just palm strikes to the spine, the back of the head of Alan Angels.
Palm strikes are very effective. They certainly prevent the likelihood of breaking your fist.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I was thinking the same thing, JR.
And here we are in Independence, Missouri.
Harry Truman.
Alan Angels getting a lot of support here.
He'll be here tonight, no. Kidding.
Angels kicks at the knee of Omega. And you can see Omega. But Omega returns fire. Big right hand, a second one. Angels staggered.
This has got to be surprising Omega that Alan Angels is firing right back up.
Yeah.
Took some hard shots and fired back up.
I think he knew what he was getting into, JR. I think he really knew what he was getting into here. That's why we got this match, this rematch, so to speak.
Omega.
Oh, wow.
Looking for the Snapdragon. Angels escaped, and now
could be the prelude.
Omega looking for the hook in for the one-winged Angel, but no, Angels.
Counter.
First is whoa. So close. Oh! Bang with the V-trigger.
Boy, if that doesn't do it, Omega's in deep trouble.
Whoa!
He's in deep trouble, is the champion.
He kicked out again. He did it again. Alan Angels is for real here.
It was a cocky, it was an arrogant cover, and it may have cost Kenny Omega a head of Full Gear.
People didn't believe 18 months ago he was the real deal, but the kid pulling himself up again, proving everyone wrong.
Omega building up. Oh! Another V-trick. Oh, no. Omega.
Oh, my God.
Man, the full head of steam.
Yeah, that rocked his head.
Right in the brain. And it was a battle, ladies and gentlemen. It was a battle.
AEW World Champion, Kenny Omega.
But the champ prevails.
Omega made doubly sure Angels wasn't kicking out that time.
Yeah, the champ prevails, guys, but I want to tell you, that's a hell of an opening bout here on... Please.
Hey,
Dynamite.
Angels, you listen to me? You listen! I never had a chance to thank you. I never had a chance to thank you. You embarrassed me. You ruined my career. But from that, you gave yourself a great opportunity. But as the god of pro wrestling, Alan Angels, I have the power to giveth, but I also have the power to taketh away. Nakazawa, give me the chair.
Give me the... Did he say give me the chair?
Yes.
Give me the chair!
Did it knock Michael Nakazawa?
There is no call for this at all. Now, I don't know what he's up to.
Inexcusable.
Yeah. It's a pretty good idea that he's going to try to injure